think they must have been brought in and then displayed on the I'm guessing that. Anyway, this bloody brick dropped on my foot.
Yeah.
And then within a couple of weeks, we were on our way to, I don't know, my dad or my mum was arranged, for us to be evacuated again.
Yeah.
And so Criccieth was the
That's where you went to then,
destination.
Criccieth, yeah. So did you, Willie and Jackie all come together to Criccieth? Or was it just you and Willie to start with and then Jackie followed?
I think it was in Aberystwyth, it was just me and Willie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because how old would Jackie have been then?
Well,
He'd have been 4.
When I was 6,
yeah.
Jackie was only 4.
4, yeah,
right.
okay.
He was born in the July.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
2 years previous to me.
Yeah.
What's Jackie's real name?
John Ronald, his name is. Anyway, when we came here into Criccieth, there was but I can't remember much about Jackie being here.
Yeah.
Because he was in that
vicarage,
the vicarage, right?
Yeah.
I never visited any vicarage. I know that for a fact. But I can't remember him being in school with me, Willie.
Yeah. Well, if you'd been 7 or 8, you'd have been 5 or 6. Now, did you go to school then when you were 5? I don't think you did. All those years ago, I don't think you started school till you were a bit older.
Well, I don't know what happened, because, as I say, I only remember me, and I know Willie.
Yeah.
He was in digs in Castle Street, I know that.
Newcastle Square, wasn't it? You've just been today?
I know that, but all I remember is Castle Street. I don't remember any Castle Square.
Yeah.
And I thought it was front of the castle, and I thought it was like like a segment, not like a half moon, but like a segment of
curved
house,
around,
like that. But it was definitely Castle Street.
So all the time he was in Criccieth, that's where he stayed, in Castle Street?
Yeah.
Well, he did, yeah.
Well, I was up the Brood.
Yeah. Yeah. You more, was it also?
We went to the same school.
Yeah, you went to school together.
Class in school.
Yeah. And then come on, tell a story before we finish about why you ended up leaving Criccieth then. We didn't have that on camera before, come on, what happened?
Well, where I was
in the house up at the top?
Where I was, no, not digs, it wasn't digs, it was where I was evacuated. The house I was evacuated to in Criccieth, I can't say I saw much of the husband anyway, but I saw a lot of the mother and the daughter. I take it he must have, I don't think he was away in the world. I think he must have been just working.
Yeah.
And of course working all day long,
Yeah.
And but anyway, my dad used to come down every now and again, and he used to bring sweets for me. And they were put into a set. If you see it in a sweet shop, you see jars of sweets. Well, if you fill them jars, they weigh £7. And so my dad brought sweets down to me, and he used to put them in this jar, and there must have been about half. Well, I mean, all the time I think was about half full. Yeah. And well, this woman, lady, whatever you like to call her, she wouldn't give me, when I wanted to have sweets, she wouldn't give me unless she wanted to give me sweets. Right? Yeah. But I know for a fact that she used to give my sweets to her daughter.
To her daughter,
I know that for a fact. Yeah. And I think probably she used to give sweets to her daughter when she never gave them to me.
Yeah,
Anyway, I don't know what came into my head. But I thought, well, she's stealing off me, right?
yeah,
So I'll steal off her.
yeah,
That's what must have been in my head.
yeah. Well, you were a 7-year-old little boy. That made sense to you at the time,
So
didn't it?
I went looking for, you know,
Yeah,
and as a matter of fact, it's in the same living room.
yeah.
There's this
Where the
dresser,
sweets-
right? And I looked in the drawer, saw this watch. I think it was a pocket. I'm pretty sure it was a pocket watch. Anyway, I said, well, that does. I saw about half a dollar, you know, half a crown.
Yeah,
So I took that as well.
yeah.
And
Where did you
shut
take the
the door.
watch? Yeah,
Well, then I went off to school, didn't I?
yeah,
And well, before I went into school,
yeah.
I went into this shop on the corner there,
Opposite the school.
right
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah.
And it says, fella behind him. I said, "Do you want to buy a watch, mate?" Not mate, Mister. You know, "Do you want to
Yeah.
buy a watch, Mister?"
Yeah,
And he says, "No." I don't know what about it. I don't know whether I spent some of the half a dollar or something. I'm not quite sure.
Can you explain what half a crown is?
Half a crown is now 12.5 pence, babe.
Okay.
so a
Thank
crown
you.
was 25 pence, so you'd have 4 crowns in a pound, did you?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So it's like a
pound was
quarter in America.
A pound in them days was 240 pence.
Yeah, yeah. Old
Right.
pence, yeah.
Anyway, I
240p in a pound.
I went off to school,
Yeah,
and the next thing I know was a policeman, and you know. whatever.
come to the school to get you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was out of the class. And I think they must have arranged it there and then
Yeah,
to send me off to this home in Carnarvon.
in Carnarvon then, yeah, yeah.
Because
And
I
then-
don't remember going back to the house.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't remember going back to the house.
yeah,
So I take it within a couple of hours.
yeah.
Right, I was sort of condemned straight away,
And taken off.
and
to
so
the-
my stuff, as far as I'm concerned, my stuff was still in that house.
Yeah, yeah,
My property, I know I was only a kid,
yeah, yeah.
you know, my property was still in the house.
Yeah, yeah. I think they
You
would
know.
have taken that though, wouldn't they? They
What?
would have brought that with you to Carnarvon.
Well, my sweets.
No, don't mean the sweets, don't mean the sweets. I mean your clothes,
Oh,
and your
yeah,
bag and that.
but it was, you
They'd
know,
have got all
well,
that, wouldn't
whatever,
they?
you know.
Mm. So you were taken to Carnarvon and then my granddad came and picked you up from Carnarvon
Yeah,
and
I
took you
think
back
I
to
was
Liverpool.
there only 2 days or 3
Yeah,
days
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
But, yeah, your dad
Didn't
come
you
and
tell
took
me
back.
about how Uncle Willie used to run away from Criccieth?
Didn't you
Well,
walk to
I
Liverpool?
haven't- the story hasn't finished yet.
Oh, sorry, go on then.
So I went back with regard to Liverpool.
Yeah,
As far as I know, Willie was still here
right.
in Criccieth,
Yeah, yeah,
and Jackie was still here in Criccieth.
yeah,
Right. And my dad brought me back to Liverpool.
yeah,
So the next thing, I don't know how soon or so quickly it happened, but he must have pulled Willie out of Criccieth
yeah,
and Jackie out of Criccieth,
yeah.
because the next thing were evacuated to Colamendi.
Oh, yeah, was
Right.
that after there was a Colamendi, I remember you saying,
We
yeah.
evacuated to Colamendi.
Yeah.
Was your
That was
dad?
all the chalets, wasn't it then? There was loads of kids in a
Oh,
chalet,
it was
wasn't
full
it?
of full of evacuees.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the only people there.
Yeah,
Full
yeah.
of evacuees.
Was that built for the evacuation
No,
Colamendi?
I think it was built before the
Right,
but,
but it was
uh,
used in the
Jackie's
evacuation.
old friend from Canada, Brian.
Yeah,
Well, he was the one that drove the speedboat, you know, after the Orca.
oh yeah, yeah. When you were telling us the story
And
the other
Brian
day.
and Bonnie,
Yeah,
his wife was an artist.
yeah,
No. Anyway, he lived there, just outside the Colamendi camp,
yeah,
just
yeah.
further up the road, he
To
said.
Ganwy. Is it? The
Well, no,
Gambley's
it's
just
just-
outside
well,
of there.
whatever it was, just, he
Yeah.
said it was more or less, well, I mean, 5 minutes walk away from
Yeah,
the,
from the main
the
gates.
entrance to, you know,
Yeah.
the camp.
Can I just ask, was your dad angry when he found out that you robbed a watch?
No, not that I know of, no.
I think probably Grandad gave him a story about why he'd taken the watch as well,
No,
wouldn't he?
well, probably it did. I can't remember that now, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't angry. Anyway, so I think the three of us were back in Liverpool,
Yeah,
and
then went to Colomenti.
we were transported, you know, I think it was a bus or whatever. We finished up in Colomenti.
So can you remember the last day of the war? Were you in Liverpool for that, or were you in Colomenti when you found out that the war had finished?
We were back in Liverpool.
So you were in Liverpool by then when the war finished? Yeah.
And,
Can you remember leaving? Because where was it that Willie ran home? That was from Colomenti then, wasn't it?
Well, he ran
Because didn't he run
at
away
least
3 times?
At least 3 times he ran.
And that was from Colomenti every time?
Yeah,
He ran home.
When you weigh it up in them days, I mean, there's no hardly any territory, so he must have been thumbing off
Yeah.
bloody lorries.
Hitchhiked all the way, yeah.
And he got home,
Yeah.
and my dad brought him back again, straight back to Colomenti.
Sort of back again.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, did they tell you this? Did you know that the class he was in? And
Yeah.
I think he must have been a bit disruptive, Willie.
Yeah.
But this teacher,